He gets the hot chicks because they think he's cool.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Go to my high school. He's the king of the slot car track.
Waiting to see if anybody pops in.
He got a Can-Am and a pistol grip. He got the right tires. He can make them stick. He's the king.
Hey, Fox and Wolves. First one's here. Happy Friday.
He's an A-blade demon.
Or it's Saturday for you guys, I guess, yeah.
So don't you mess around. He's the fastest trigger in this here town.
Tinkering over here.
He gets the hot chicks because they think he's cool.
Gonna talk about some trucks tonight. I think that'll be kind of fun. Why not? What are you guys doing tonight, Fox and Wolves? Or it's today, during the day, over there, yeah? Man.
He's an A-flame demon burning up the track.
Man, it might just be you and I.
He's the fastest trigger in this here town. Look out.
Nobody else wants to talk to us.
I heard the news. The king he's gone.
Yeah, that one's not gonna work in there.
He was the king.
Yeah, Saturday morning. All right.
Of the slot car track. Now I'm the king.
Yeah, it's
Of the slot car track.
early for you and late for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not late. It's 5:30 p.m. Friday.
Yes, I'm the king. Of that slot car track.
Sorry to pepper you with my favorite song there. So I wonder where everybody's at. It's Friday. Nobody's probably going to come. So I think I'll just start talking, and people can always go back or make me repeat it, I suppose. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about our trucks. You know, Marty's going to he's going to kind of revisit the race. He's going to run one himself. Foxwell, yeah, I do receive email. I think did I not reply to you guys? I thought I did. I could be wrong. I get so damn busy with stuff that I forget to do things. Ask George, he'll tell you. Dave, did you do that for me? Fuck, I forgot. So I will go back and check my email. I know you guys were asking me about about doing scratch build chassis stuff. You know, I know over here we get everything from SEC, which we're kind of spoiled. But I'm pretty sure that Pendle's carries, you know, like all the brass and everything like that over there too. So if you guys are gonna build yourselves a brass chassis, the stuff is available over there. Ernest, what's happening, brother? Hey, man, how's Colt? Tell Colt this is for him. There it is, man. What's happening, DJ Patrick? How's it going, man? Like I was saying, I was just talking. My dinner's in cooking right now. I don't need to attend to it, so my ball game don't come on till 7:00. So I got a little time here. My dinner will be ready in about a half an hour, so I got about half hour or so we can just BS. But I wanted to, like I say, I was telling Fox and Wolves, I want to talk about the trucks because we're gonna, you know, Marty's gonna do a truck proxy, and you know, the proxy that we just did went to 5 different tracks, 6 different tracks actually. George took them over to Racetrack Scenics and had them run them too. So yeah, Kevin and them guys got to play with them. But this is going to be a one track proxy, as far as I know. I think that's what Marty had planned. He's going to have all the guys come over and they're going to run them round robin style. So it'll be an actual race, not just a time trial like I did and Tad did. It's going to be an actual race. And what I wanted to touch on was the race that we did. We only had at the time the 4 original trucks that we came up with. The Ford, the Chevy, both the Chevys, the 62 and the square body, and the D100 Dodge. Those were the only 4 trucks that we had. So that's what we limited the race to those. Well, as the race progressed, of course, I kept coming out with new ones and adding them to the list, but they weren't legal for the race, obviously, because the race was already underway. So we are this time. We now have I have 15 models of truck now. 15. And George has them all on the website now. So if you guys are interested in them, go get them. Even if you don't want them for the race, but I'm just saying that there's 15 truck models now to choose from. So there should be something there for everybody, right? And of course, can't please everybody. I know right away somebody's gonna say, "Oh, we need a '56 Ford," and yeah, okay, maybe we do, but I've been concentrating on others, the ones that I like. So that's what I've been doing. We've got 2 new ones. I'm working on one right now. Putting the interior in it so I can take pictures of it for George. But we've got, and I don't know if you guys saw my videos on Home Racing World or not. We've got the 40 Ford. And now I'm going to make a disclaimer. Oh, what happened here? How'd that get up there? I didn't put that there. That's very strange. Huh, that was very weird. Right, Fox and Wolves. Yeah, only 15. So anyways, the 40 Ford. Now, the keen eyes among you will say, well, that's got a 40 car front end on it, and you're 100% right. Far as I know a lot about old Fords. I don't believe that the Ford truck ever had the car front end. It's the same as a car front end, but it had the standard front end. So this is the 44 Deluxe truck. Quite a few guys in the custom world have done this. They've just bolted the sheet metal on. So yeah, you can say what you want, but it's still a 44, damn it. And then this one that I'm working on right now, I'll put it back together first for you. This one is the 52 GMC. And you're probably saying, why did he go with the GMC? Yep, you're right, Dusty. It is a car nose. It is the 44 Deluxe car nose. Because I like it. So there it is. 5 likes. Hey, that's not bad, DJ. I'm surprised 5 people are even watching. Yeah, I haven't been on in so long. I think everybody figures I'm just gone, and that's fine. I don't, But no. So we're, like I said, we got 15 models of truck now. Yeah, there's the boss. Hey, Harry. That's right. God damn it, the 40. Like I said, man, it's got the front end from a car. Yeah, it does. It's simple enough, bolted on, right? Hey, Tad, what's happening? You like the GMC, Dusty? See, I figured you'd have been a Ford guy. I thought you guys were Ford guys, but the GMC is cool. I picked the GMC because it's GMC. Chevys are everywhere, right? GMC is a lot more rare car. And I know Marty's excited about the GMC because a buddy of his has this actual truck for real. So I'm sure Marty will be building one to match it. But put this last screw in here. So yeah, so there you go. The 52 GMC. I just think it's a cool truck. I like the looks of it. Yeah, it's a good truck. Good looking truck. You know what, Dusty? Yeah, I mean that's kind of what this is, right? The 54, the first series 54, 55 looks very similar to the GMC, the grill is very, very similar. That was a very transitional truck. I don't even know if you could find one. I actually painted one of those way back in the day when I was working. So here, I'll show you all the trucks up here in a minute. Let me set my screws back the way they're supposed to be. So yeah, a 50 GMC. Yeah, basically the same truck, Dusty. A little different. The 50. The 50. What's different from between a 50 and a 52? The grill's probably a little bit different if I remember right, but I don't remember, when did they stop putting vent windows in them? I think 49 and 50 had no vent windows, right? Or am I got it backwards? Hey, thanks, Get Right. Appreciate that. So here, let me put her back up here. So I'll put the camera up there. Is it this one? Yeah, there you go. So here's the full line. This is literally the entire lineup minus the 40, which is sitting on the bench here. But they're in chronological order too, starting at the top left. You know, that was the very first truck we did was the Chevy and then the Ford. And that was as far as it was going to go. It was just going to be a Ford versus Chevy battle that you could make a series with, right? And then I went, oh no, man, 62 Chevy, like my uncle had. So I made the 62 Chevy. And then I was like, well, God damn it, gotta have a fucking Dodge, right? So then I made the D100 and I made that one because that's the one Harry used to have. So I thought, cool, now we got him covered. And then how about we need a fat fender truck? So I found the 50 Ford. We lovingly call the Sanford and Son truck, even though it's not the right year, but still call that the Sanford and Son truck. And that one came out next. And then the 66 Ford. And I just kept going. And it was like, oh man, we need a Studebaker. And then we need a 58 Chevy because I used to have a 59 Chevy because I had a 59. And it just kept going. So they're in chronological order, and that's where we're at now. So there are 15 models of truck to choose from. The 50 had vents. Okay, so I think it was 52, they quit. Maybe it was 53, 54 had no vent window. It had a one-piece side glass. Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? Yeah, yes, Harry, you're absolutely right. It is a fine edition. So yeah. So again, that's the lineup. So you guys, they're all on the website now. George has all of them put up there. He did it. I think he got them up there yesterday. So with the race that Marty's got planned, all of these will be legal. At least, okay. I guess I should sit down and talk with Marty. We need to chat and figure out what he wants to do for rules. But I'm assuming that all of them will be legal this time, so you can use anyone you want. They're all very similar. That was the whole point of this, was to make these trucks competitive with each other. Fat fender, fleet side, whatever. Their width and wheelbase are all very, very, very close to each other, and you could get one of each and put the same motor and drivetrain in them, and they'd be very competitive. They'd run together just great. Now, granted, some of them handle a little bit better than others, just based upon their top heavy or not or whatever. But that was the whole point of this series, was to make it so that you could have a series of trucks if you wanted to with your club or with your buddies or whatever, and they'll all compete together. So one guy likes Fords, another guy likes Dodges, and you could buy them and run them together, and there's really no performance benefit to having one or the other. I mean, that's really where it's at. Now, we did find out during this race, right, that I think that there was not much. It depends on who's driving it, right? Look at what happened with Dusty's truck. Dusty's truck was just a screamer, man. And then it comes here, and I screwed it up, and it didn't run as good. And not because of the truck, because of me, but it's who's behind the trigger. So these, yeah, nitrous is legal. If you can figure out how to, nitrous inject the electric motor, I'd like to see that. So yeah, that again, that's the whole point of these trucks, is that you can choose whichever one you want based upon your preference to the real thing, and they'll all run together. So, that's all I wanted to do tonight. I just want to let everybody know that they're all now available on the website. I don't want to come across as one of those guys that just blows up the internet trying to sell my shit, because I'm not like that. But we are doing this race. I want to let you know that they're all up there. Um, you guys, you really should check the website once in a while if you're interested in our stuff, because that's kind of how we do it. We just put it up there, and we're not here to make money. We're just here to, get some cool stuff out to you guys to play with. Well, first and foremost, we're here to get cool stuff for ourselves to play with, right? I mean, that's where this all started. And then it's like, well, we just make it and we'll sell it to everybody that, get this stuff out there and let everybody do it. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Get right. Yes. Um, so yeah, that's it. We're just I'm gonna keep plugging away, because I have, like I said, there's 15 trucks now. I'm not going to tell you how many. I still have more that are in here that I want to get out and put them out on the planet for everybody to play with too. So, because I enjoy building them, as you can tell. I don't think even Harry or George have built I've built every single truck that we have. And some of them I have duplicates because I just dig them. Truckorama, definitely. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, DJ. It's Truckorama. Totally, man. Uh, I I want everybody to have as much fun with these as I do, and absolutely, Harry. Building is fun. This is exactly That's exactly what this is. It's just fun. There's nothing else to this. There's no getting rich. There's no nothing. It's all for fun. You know, I was the other night um on Marty's stream the other night, when he had Steve and Greg on there, and they were talking, and Steve was talking about it, and I don't know, because I don't really know them that well, but I kind of get the impression that the whole Amsco thing, it's probably costing them money, and they're still doing it for the love of it, to get it out, to get people involved, and that that's an admirable thing. And so it's the same with us. I know that you go to the website, and I know George has prices set and everything like that, but it costs us a shitload of money to make all this stuff. So we're not trying to get rich. We're just trying to cover costs, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys are digging in. I hope you appreciate it, which I know you do. I've gotten overwhelming a lot of um, messages and whatnot from people, so I know what's up. Um, yes and no, Tad. Um, I don't make any secret. I don't make the body files. I don't make them. I find them on on all the various sites that produce stuff from people who make them, and then I download them and I alter them as I see fit. By adding things or taking things away or shortening or widening or whatever. Of course, I add my body mount system to it. But we also have our guy Noel that makes bodies for us. So and that ain't cheap either. You guys, a lot of these things that we have here were made specifically for us. That they don't exist out there. So that costs money to have somebody do that for me. And um, the mini trucks, I've scoured the internet. There are no files. You can find a Ford Ranger, newer one, but we want to go vintage. We want to go Ford Courier, Chevy Love, Mazda, Datsun. So there's a couple of Datsun files, but they made the King Cab. It's like the King Cabs were rare when I was a kid. Why would I want to? You know what I mean? It's like so. So I think we're going to end up having to have Noel do them for us, and we will eventually. So there's your answer, Tad. Yes and no. It's just a matter of time and money right now. But I will get to them. You can count on it. Hey, Shady Dave, what's happening, man? Thanks, Get Right. I appreciate that. I wish I could take credit for making the boobs. Probably the most greatest creation ever, right? And I don't know about perfecting it either. It's already pretty perfect. So Yeah, see, that's it, Dusty. There's and it's hard to find just the right model sometimes, right? So you're looking for a post car when the things that are out there are hard tops. It's like, damn it, why didn't somebody put posts in these cars? You know what I mean? It's hard sometimes to find. So that's when we have to go to Noel and say, okay, we need this. And we did that with the VWs. Okay. So I'll tell you a little bit of a story here. The Volkswagens that we did, what I do these 2 years ago when I brought out the Fun Cup cars. Okay, well, this is the new one. The reason why we never put these on the website for sale is because the file was one that I got off of Colts. It was the only one available for this car, and it was crap. And yeah, okay, you could sand and make it nice and all, but it was way too much work to make a nice car. So we didn't put it out there because we didn't want to have our name on shit. So we just sort of backburnered it, and we were printing them ourselves and making our own cars. You guys saw mine, the green one and the red one. Um, until we did this. So then George, this was a little surprise for me from George. He knew that how much I dig this thing, and so he went to Noel and provided him with all the information we needed. And Noel made us a new file. This is not the file available out on the internet. This is only available from us. It is super reinforced inside. Noel does a really good job of making these cars strong. And so this car, this is all him. And then he gave it to me, and George was like adamant, dude, we can't leave the wing comes as part of it. And George was like, we can't leave that on there. There'll be first time this car goes upside down, the fucking wing's gonna come off. So, so I made it so that they are magnetic. They just pop on. And now if you go upside down, the wing will fly off and you can stick it right back on there again. So that is the thing. So yes, we don't copy anybody or anything like that. I try to bring out cars that nobody else has. And that's where the trucks came from. We wanted something that was our very own. Nobody else has done vintage trucks. Nobody else is gonna do them. At least I don't think so. And if they do, more power to them. It's great. Bring out some more vintage trucks. It's great. There's plenty of room for everybody. But that's what I wanted. Hey, Chris P, how's it going, man? Hope your Friday night's going good. Mine's going good. I got some Italian meatballs in there cooking. We're gonna have meatball and mozzarella sandwiches for dinner tonight. How's that sound? It's gonna be good. Hey, Greg, how are you, man? It's been a while since I've seen you over there, Greg. I've been looking at your videos. You're building like a crazy man over there too. That's awesome. I'm glad. I saw that Steve Sawtell posted that the brass chassis kits are available again. I think they were sold out for a while. And I believe they are available again. So any of you guys that want to build stuff, it's kits are back up on the site, so you can do that. But otherwise, yeah, I feel bad that I haven't really built much any brass for a while. I've just really fell in love with this whole 3D creating stuff. So, to me, it's no different. It's still scratch building because I'm literally pulling it out of thin air, just creating it myself. And I dig it, and I'm having fun. And I am not anywhere as close to a master of any of this shit. There's a lot more people that know what they're doing. I'm just scraping by, building what I like, and making it work. And for the most part, it works. We've had a couple of hiccups. Yeah, me too, Greg. I'm glad you're here, man. Sorry I haven't been on here lately either. You guys know what's been going on with my wife and everything like that, and we've just we've been spending time together and things like that instead of doing other things. So yeah, but she's made it through the other side now. She finished up her radiation the other day, and yes, absolutely, Harry. That's it right there. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what part of this hobby you're in. It doesn't matter if you like HO 132, 143. Well, maybe not 143. I mean 124. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It doesn't matter if you like scratch building. It doesn't matter if you don't. If you like to just tune, factory cars, there's nothing wrong. There is a place in this hobby for every single one of us. And if anybody tells you any different, they're liars. They're just trying to get your money. Yeah. Absolutely, Harry. Totally, man. If it ain't gonna be fun, I ain't doing it. All right, I'm just not doing it. In fact, did you guys see what I posted today? Let me show you. So, been monkeying around. I've been anti AI for a while, and I don't know. I guess some of that generation. Uh, when I see all the AI shit, I think of Skynet. I think the Terminator's coming. You know, the fucking machines are gonna take over. Hey, Dick, how's it going, man? Uh, so Harry's wife Cindy, this is her damn fault. Um, on Meshy, you can upload photographs and create figures from your photographs. So I have been going, yeah, there's Dick. He knows exactly where I'm going here. I wanted some figures. I take a lot of pictures of things, and I always got these weird stuff, with my rat finks and my slot car Jesus and all those things that I made. But I couldn't resist this, so I went online. I got a really good picture of Ozzy, and I put him. Ozzy is slot car Ozzy now, and put him. See, he's got him holding the controller. Of course, I added a controller to his hand. So this is what I do. I like to tinker and make these weird things. So I got Ozzy painted today. There he is. He's in focus again now. I mean, it does. I think it looks like Ozzy. There's no question. If you go on the internet, you'll find this picture of him. I just snatched the picture and put this in Meshy and made Ozzy. Slot car Ozzy says, "Get off the crazy train, have fun slot racing." Yeah, sure, man. I'll make you some of that. Definitely, Fox and Wolves. It's Meshy, Dick, Meshy. You just meshy.com, I guess it's called. And yeah, it's a subscription. You have to pay, obviously, but you have to pay for everything nowadays. So can do that. I've been going buck ass wild with it. So some of you know that I used to shoot cowboy action shooting, SAS, Single Action Shooter Society. I used to do that. I was pretty into it. And shoot my black powder, guns and stuff like the old West. And of course, you have to. It's a whole thing. You have to dress and everything, right? So I uploaded a few of my pictures of me when I had all my gear on. So there we go. There is literally Shotgun Dave right there. Yeah, with my Colt 1860 Armies. Got my bowler hat on. This was a picture. I uploaded the picture. Now, I will say, it doesn't reproduce mechanical things well. Like the guns, forget it. They're fucking stupid looking. So, what I did was then I just go on. I think I went to Colts and I found a file for the Colt 1860 Armies, downloaded that, then used Blender to remove the guns and add the good ones in there. So there's a lot of work involved. It's not just upload, download, print. It doesn't work like that. Yes, I do put fun, I am fun and dysfunctional. That's for damn sure. Well, that's it. There you go, Dick. There he is, Shotgun Dave. So I got him in several different poses that pictures that I made. So okay, so here, let me show you. I'm gonna have to dig into my phone here. Let me find the picture of me here. All right, so I took this picture of myself and removed the background, and that's what I did. So I removed the background. That's me with my gear on, and there it's me with that's me as a 3D printed figure. Pretty fucking amazing, if you ask me. It's just it's outrageous. It's craziness, is what it is. But yeah, man, it's me. And it takes a 2-dimensional photograph and completely builds it. It's just wow. And like I said, it's a service you have to pay for, but it's not expensive. I think it was $10 a month or something. So, oh shoot. So today, we all know how much Harry loves Smoky Eunuch. So I made a Smoky Eunuch. Ah, dang it, this goddamn camera. Smoky Eunuch. So now Harry's photos will really be complete now. It all started because I wanted to did this one. This is my son. I took a picture from his graduation from middle school, and totally made my son. And there's another good one here. This is my wife and I. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah, so that's another rabbit hole I went down, right? I just totally went down the freaking rabbit hole, like boom. I'm gonna make this stuff, and now I'm like trying to figure out what else do we need? What other figures would be something that guys would like and that we'd like to have on our tracks? You know, what's a and I thought Steve McQueen or whatever, but then if you go on some of the sites, there's already people have already done this, I'm sure, but there's a vast majority of celebrity figures out there. So you can find Steve McQueen if you want him. You got Boss Hogg and Daisy Duke. All those are available. So I'm not going to do anything that somebody else is doing. Yes, Rob, you're absolutely right. There's on Bamboo. I also signed up for it as well. It is free. You get 10, but I signed up for it. It's not very expensive. So that's where these busts came from. These are on the Bamboo site. And so you upload look at that. You upload a picture and it does that. And that's from Bamboo. The full figures are from Meshy. Yeah. Yep, you're absolutely right, Rob. So for me, that is a good use of artificial intelligence, because obviously that's what it is, right? You're uploading a photograph and a computer somewhere is turning it into a printable file. And I dig that. That's a really good use of this. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Dick. Yeah, and that is something that yes. I spent some time on the Googling today, looking for Ken Miles. The thing is you got to have a picture. Like doing Smokey was hard because most of the pictures he's cut off, or he's sitting on a car, or he's leaning against something, and his feet are missing and all that shit. So it won't make those. You have to, or it will, and it looks really bad. So when you put a picture in there, you have to make sure that it has everything you want. Otherwise, the computer doesn't really understand how to fill in the blanks, if you get my meaning. So, yeah, I'm trying to find things that would be cool that we could do to print and make them into figures. Yeah, yes, I totally agree, Tad. Right, this is a good idea too, and this is something that I was thinking about today. I was looking for driver figures and trying to find a damn driver that you can get, at least from the chest up, and he got his arms and everything in there, because again, the stinking AI isn't good enough to fill it in correctly. At least if it is, I don't know how to do it yet. So I was looking at Ken Miles. I was looking at just a few drivers, and I found one, and one of his arms was missing. So I went ahead and put the picture in, and it didn't work. Yeah, it was silly. Yeah, artificial almost intelligence, right, Dick? That's absolutely true, for sure. So, but I'm gonna eventually I'll get it, because we have driver figures. Every one of our cars has a driver figure in it, right? But these are somebody else's driver figure that we're just using, and I want to have our own. That's the goal. Yep. You know what? You're absolutely right there too, Greg. Civilian drivers, there's like none. There's very few out there, and so what I've done to make my civilian drivers is I just find some other figure that I like that has like the hairstyle or whatever that I want, and then I just put them in Blender and chop them up. Right? Hey, Mr. Tucci, there you are. So yeah, some standard civilian drivers. And Tad's got the right idea. Maybe with the arm hanging on the window, giving the bird, whatever. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to happen. You can count on it. Absolutely count on that. And yes, you know what? I agree with this, Tad. It's why I make a full interior for every one of our vehicles that we have. Every kit has a full interior because this shit makes the build. I know it slows the car down, it makes it top heavy, whatever the excuse is for the ultimate race guy. Our shit isn't for the ultimate race guy anyway. Our stuff is for a guy that wants to drive them good, but they also look good. And that's the thing. So I make this. You don't have to put this in if you don't want. You can check it out the window, or you could cut him off and put a piece of Lexan in there, whatever. But I want to see roll bars and steering wheels and humans. I want to see all that stuff. So yeah. Yes, What's the Eagle. That's the thing. See, that is why I make these interiors, right? Because it's all done for you. And I know it's a bitch to paint that guy with the roll cage on there, but and George and I have talked about this. Maybe I could just make the driver separate from this whole thing so you could paint him outside and then you could slide him in. That might happen still eventually. It's just this is easier for George. So he's one less little tiny part that he's got to keep track of. So that's why I do it this way. Yeah, that's a good one. I think I know which driver you're talking about there, Greg. I have that one too. I appreciate that, Dick. That means a lot. Yeah, I'm constantly refining. Look at the trucks. When they first came out, when we first brought the trucks out, they worked fine, but they had little issues, right? And so I listened and I updated them. And now the things are freaking fantastic with all the Nylock stuff we're doing. We got Nylocks in the body. Now we got Nylocks in the pods so that when you put a screw in there, it's tightening into nylon and it is not moving. So you have a lot more adjustability with all of our, because we updated all of them. All of them have that now, all of our kits. So now there's ultimate adjustability. You can adjust the screws on the body for float. You can adjust the pod screws for the same thing for float. And man, it's I don't know. I think we're pushing things in the right direction. So yes, get right. You're right. It is a bitch to paint that driver figure in there. You're absolutely right. So I just need to talk with George and see if he wants to do it the other way. And print them separate from the tray, so that way you got them. They're easier to paint. And I'm sure that eventually that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Like I said, I just need to make George's life easier because he's printing a lot of shit. The problem with making them different is that these trays all sit in the cars at different heights, so the driver's going to be specific, right? Otherwise you get one that's going to be too tall or he's going to be too short, and yeah, it's going to cause trouble. So I don't know. Again, it's up to George. Whatever he wants me to do, that is what I will do. So yeah. They are, Dick. Yeah, they're very tiny. The Camaro you're building, it doesn't have Nylocks, does it? That's an old goddamn kit. Excuse me. We really need to get you the newer shit. Yes, they are. They're M2 Nylocks. In fact, here I'll show you. I need tweezers to pick the damn things up. There you go, Dick. M2 Nylock nuts. They are. We press them into the body now. And then same thing with the pod. The pod has one at each corner. So instead of just, threading straight into the plastic, now it's got a Nylock nut and the nut's coming from the top. So when you thread it in, it puts tension. Everything stays where it's supposed to stay. Oh, you got one of the prototype J cars? That's cool. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad it works. I love mine. I pull mine off the shelf regularly and race it. I love that thing. I'm glad you like it. That was another one that was took a lot of work to make that car work the way it does. Chris, yeah, you know what? We've talked about that. Um, it's too fragile. They're they wouldn't survive shipping. Uh, Anything that small, I think George had a little bit of trouble with the some of the parts with the midget kits. Like all of the suspension components and things. It takes it takes its toll on the shipping. They'll try to warp a little bit. So these with it on there, it's not moving. It won't warp. But if you just print that separately, just that it yeah, unfortunately, it won't work. Oh, have no fear. I don't either, Dick. There's no way. I have to do it with tweezers. Yeah. You know what? He he does have a video. Tad's got a video on his channel. He's been doing it since day one. In fact, it's Tad who inspired me to just make them that way from the beginning, so that you don't have to fool with it. So, um, it was an excellent idea that he had, and I ran with it, and I give him full credit for it. So, but he does. The only thing you have to be careful with is on those earlier cars, the body mounts are a lot smaller. So, you got to be careful when you drill the hole. Otherwise, they'll break. Yes, and then there's this. This was Harry's solution. He uses nylon screws available from Amazon. M2, nylon screws. I noticed a lot of the trucks had them when they came here because those trucks were very first series, so they didn't have any of the nylon stuff. So, not I didn't lose a single screw on my track, not one. So, yeah, they worked good. Yeah, you gotta take your time. Just don't be in a hurry, or you'll fuck it up. Yep, yep. We've done that for years. We made roll cages out of all kinds of crazy stuff. Um, I used to use the sticks off of Q-tips, cut the nubs off, and use those sticks to make them. We've done them in brass. We've done them in wire. Yeah, I like to better. I don't have to bend anything. Hey, Hub, what's happening, man? Yeah, just again, you have to be careful. The screws are nylon and they're very small, so if you get carried away, you'll snap it off. So that's all. You just have to be careful with it. But otherwise, yeah, they work all right. If you get the new style, you don't have to worry about that at all. The nylock nuts work, and you don't have to worry about that. Let's see what time we got here. Dinner's gonna be ready here momentarily. Like I said, meatball sandwiches tonight. Yes. So, anyways, guys, the whole key to this thing tonight was just to let you guys know about the trucks. 15. There are 15 trucks now. So, um, if you want to enter into Marty's race, I don't know. Like I said, I need to talk to Marty. Make sure what he wants to do. But I'm pretty sure he's going to allow them all. But we'll get that finalized, and I'll help him if he wants me to with his rules. Otherwise, he can make his own rules. I don't care. It's his race. So, of course, we'll sponsor 3A3D. We'll probably sponsor with some prizes, for the winners and things like that. We'll just make a deal out of it. Yep, just hit print now. That's easy. Yeah. So again, the race will be coming up. I think Marty said November. I think he said he was going to do sometime around Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. And he'll get his rules all figured out, and then we'll go from there. To be honest with you, I think it'd be cool. Um, I'm sure he does. I do too. Ooh, that's a good one too, Sarah Shady Dave. We like a good pot roast here as well, man. With little potatoes and carrots. Oh yeah. But No, I forgot what I was saying. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh, I was saying that I really hope Marty wants to run the race on his big track, and then we'll have to put silicones on our trucks. But I think that would be cool. I want to see them run on that great big Carrera. I really do. And four wide with all his buddies there, cutting it up. Yeah, that'll be fun as hell. So I hope that's what he chooses to do. But again, it's his race. So if he wants to run it on the poly car, or if he wants to run it on his little wood oval, whatever he wants to do. I'm assuming you're wondering what Hub's talking about there, Dick. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, Chris, 40. It's on the site now, man. Get you one. I swear to God, you guys, man. You guys are always fucking with each other. It's great. So, well, all right, fellers. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to go check on my meatballs and get my dinner going. My son has a girlfriend over. The Dodgers game starts in about 45 minutes, so got to watch them kick the Red Sox's ass tonight. Hopefully. Yep, there's another one too. Get right. The Labor Day race. If you're going to do that, get your kit. George is at work right now. Sunday, I'm sure he'll be printing away for all the orders. So, if you're gonna enter the Labor Day race and you want to race the late models again, get you a kit. So, I need to do that myself. I need to print one so I can get mine done. I want to build a new one this year. So, cool. Thanks for bringing that up. Get right. It's a good one. So, all right, fellers. I will see you guys later. Thanks for popping in with me on Friday again. I'll try to make this a little bit more regular. And I won't, Shady Dave. Believe me. So, anyways, guys, have a good one. We'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for being here, man.